An area man is facing charges of criminal negligence causing bodily harm and careless use of a firearm after a hunter has been shot near Loon Lake last night. Around 7 p.m., Loon Lake RCMP arrived at the scene of the incident to find a 37-year-old man from Makwesagegin shot in the hip. The shot was fired from a vehicle on a nearby roadway where a blue truck was seen. The victim crawled to his truck and called his family, who contacted the RCMP. The alleged shooter, Glenn Cantor from the Makwesagegin First Nation, was found a short time later and cooperated with police. The extent of the victim's injuries are unknown at this time. Well, imagine waking up every day and all of a sudden not having any control of your body. From sudden lack of balance to extreme fatigue to paralysis, this is the reality for 100,000 Canadians living with multiple sclerosis. What's more shocking is that the prairies have one of the highest rates of the debilitating neurological disorder in the world. In part one of our two-part series on MS, Anna Stanislaw speaks to an Alberta woman and her fight to continue living with this terrible disease.
It's a typical night out for Nicole and Wally Rolfus, and a lucky one at that, as Nicole has not experienced any attacks yet. Nicole has relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis, a type of MS that can attack you anytime with symptoms that can last days to months, like in 2009 when she felt the first signs of MS.
My whole right side of my face had gone numb. It went numb from the bottom of the chin all the way past the top of my hairline. And it stayed down approximately about 3 months.
Doctors at first believed she had a stroke, but after going through various tests and finding lesions in her brain, they finally diagnosed her with RMS.
And when he confirmed it, I cried. I cried more of tears of joy, knowing that it was not cancer and that this is a disease that I can fight through and I can live with it and try to learn to live with it, not against it.
What exact medications do you take right now?
Okay, right now I take the Rebif, which is an auto-injector, and I take it 3 times a week.
Medication that costs her $25,000 a year, and when the injection sites and side effects painful.
It'll just show bruising, bluish marks. When you go into a shower or to the water, it'll show really red.
It's hard to watch somebody struggling, especially somebody like your wife or a very close family member, and you just deal with it day by day.
Nicole's doctor has offered her other types of medication to treat her MS, but she would be paying more than $50,000 a year. And coupled with side effects that can cause intestinal problems to death, Nicole has chosen a more natural route, hoping that in a year's time, the MRI scans will show if her lesions are in a standstill or if it's getting worse.
And how does it taste?
Like iced tea?
Yeah.
Nicole and Wally are active members of the Lloydminster MS Society, which to date has raised $260,000.
We do provide financial supports for people who are feeling those tremendous burdens.
But it often isn't enough to help support all MS patients in the region. Their hope is for the federal and provincial governments to step in and have a better system in place.
Right now they cover up to $1,000 for a deductible for if you need to put an air conditioner in your house. So we're still looking at paying our medication out of pocket if we have to. We're looking at altering the houses if we have to suit the needs if we are in a wheelchair or a walker, if we lose our job, and then we have to live off of one income.
Anna Stanislaw, Newcap News.